to her kunja, dressed as a girl, trying to please her. But Swamini gives a hint to Tulasi to kick him out of the kunja. I will not look at this cheater anymore. I will keep the wealth of my honor. Subala's friend, Krishna, has entered my kunja disguised as a girl. Stop him. Oh Radhe, when can I, after hearing these anxious words of yours, stop that best of cowherds from entering? Tulasi then tells Krishna, "O rogue, there are no demons here that you can delude in this enchanting dress like Mohini. We are Radha's Kinkaris."
Who's telling? Mantri is telling. Read again.
Tulasi then tells Krishna, "O rogue, there are no demons here that you can delude in this enchanting dress like Mohini. We are Radha's Kinkaris. We can understand all your tricks. Realize your own deceitfulness and get out of this kunja. I will understand all my duties simply on their hints."
This is Mandiri Bhav. Read again. With no. Underline this.
Gotcha.
This is already underlined, right?
Yeah.
See that? Last two lines. We know all your mischief.
We are Radha's Kinkaris.
Yes, this is the point. We are the Radha's Kinkari. We have to pride of this. So,
And we can understand all your tricks.
wow.
Realize your own deceitfulness and get out of this kunja. I will understand all my duties simply on their hints.
Wow.
Even Krishna.
This is the gift of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It was never before. Wow.
Even Krishna could not understand Radhika's innermost feelings. That's exactly why he became Gora.
Wow.
His 3 wishes in this direction were unfulfilled. That's why Shyam Sundar became Gora. A greed arose in him to understand the greatness of the love of his prayasi, beloved. So he relished it with the help of her mood and complexion. You cannot know how heavy a weight is just by looking at it. You have to take it on your shoulders.
Mood of
Mood and complexion.
what is the in Hindi बताओ
भाव कांति
भाव कांति का आश्रय लिया
आश्रय लेकर
he is taking shelter, write it. Take the shelter of that power of Radhika. That is, the Hindi is written Ashray. Mood of that is not clear to others. Ashray liya. Bhav Kanti Ashray liya means Manjari hoga. It become Manjari. Bhav Kanti Ashray means I take the shelter of Radhika's mood as a dasi. Ashray means shelter. Samarpitam. Always I say Samarpitam. Krishna Samarpitam. Munna Tujjal Rasa. Swa Bhakti Shriya. Repeat this line.
A greed arose in him to understand the greatness of the love of his Priyasi. So he relished it with the help of her mood and complexion.
This is not clear. Our mood and complexion took the shelter of that mood and complexion. Krishna. In Hindi is written. पढ़ो भाई
वांछाएं पूर्ण रही
हाँ ट्रांसलेट करो उसको Krishna desire
fulfilling his
no
three
his desire is not fulfilled.
For fulfilling his three desire, Krishna became God. And when he is not able to understand
Loud God, जोर से बोलो तब जाएगा
when he couldn't understand the greatness of love of his prayasi, then one greed arose in her heart. And then he took the shelter of Srimati Radhika's Bhav Kanti to taste this nectar.
Yeah, that is Manjari God. Understand? He took the shelter, Samarpitam. Translation means Samarpitam. Understand? Take shelter means Manjari Bhav. Krishna is there, Radha is there, and Manjari is there. Telling him, I can take this weight, okay? Then take the weight and feel.
Yes, now it's good. Thank you, Punyam.
Take the weight to feel it. What is Manjari Bhav? And how you can threaten to Krishna as instruction of Radhika. Manjari can do this. This weight has to understand of the Bhav of Radhika.
Order of Swamini is priority.
Priority is not bothering to say this. You are demon like a demon doing. Demon not do that. You are a Krishna. Why are you doing like that? Why you dress like Mohini?
One meaning that with this become opulent. Aishwarya came here. This Aishwarya you want to enter? Not possible.
And one thing more, if the Suddha Chitta, here only entry of Suddha Chitta, your pureness, you make copy, your duplicate. Acting is not working.
Not originality.
Originality is required for taking goods. You are something, you change your outside into duplicity. You say you are devotee, but inside different thing. Is not, you are not fit to take the weight. Go on. Very deep subject. 7th chapter. Page
34.
34, 33. Yeah.
Blood oozed from the pores of his skin, and his teeth loosened. Sometimes his body was emaciated, and sometimes it blew up. He did not even get a moment of sleep within the Gambhira cell. He rubbed his face against the wall, and it became completely bruised. The Lord's body was filled with ecstatic transformations that were unheard of. All of the joints of his fingers and toes were disconnected. Only his skin stayed in its place. They were only held together by the skin. Sometimes, again, the Lord's hands, feet, and head withdrew into his trunk, and he looked just like a tortoise.
His highest powers in the feelings inside.
श्री राधा का भाव समझने में अखंड अद्वय ज्ञान तत्व की यह अवस्था
द्वय
अखंड अद्वय
अद्वय
अखंड अद्वय ज्ञान तत्व श्री कृष्ण की यह अवस्था.
This is the Krishna as a Manjari. In a Manjari.
Manjari 4. Just to understanding Sri Radharani move.
He cannot himself understand. In the Manjari Bhav, he tried to understand and is happening to. Krishna is his teacher.
किंतु राधा किंकरी सब कुछ समझती है.
But Radha Kinkari understand.
उसे भावी लीला तक की अनुभूति है.
What Leela will happen, he knows. He knows.
क्या लीला होगी पहले ही जानकर तदनुरूप कुंज सज्जा करती हैं। सैया एक, जने के योग्य तकिया एक, क्या लीला होगी अनुभव से जानने की बात है। ललितादि सखियां भी जानती हैं कि किंकरियां निगूढ़ सेवा की अधिकारिणी, तभी वे किंकरियों को ही रहस्यमय निकुंज सेवा में नियुक्त करते हैं।
This was the condition of the Supreme Lord, the full, non-dual truth, when he went to realize Radha's ecstatic love for him. However, the Kinkaris understand everything naturally. They can understand what Swamini needs during her pastimes with Krishna, and they know what pastimes will be played. So they go ahead of the divine couple and decorate the kunja accordingly before they get there. They make a bed for only one person to lie on with one pillow. They know by experience what pastime will be performed. The Sakis know that the Kinkaris have entrance into the intimate pastimes. They engage them accordingly. Receiving the order from Lalita, I will blissfully go to do my service along with my dearest girlfriends. The mood of the maidservants is identical with Mahabhav. Sri Radharani consists of Mahabhav. She is the very Chintamani jewel that fulfills all of Krishna's desires. This Mahabhav is the quintessence of the Chintamani gem of love of God, and it serves to fulfill all of Krishna's desires. Chaitanya Charitamrita. The maidservants are like the Chintamani stones that fulfill the desires of both the couple. Therefore, Krishna pitifully prays to them for Radharani's indescribable mercy. O beautiful daughter of King Vrishabhanu, Vrindavan's transcendental Cupid, Krishna, always flatters your maidservants in so many ways desiring the festival of your indescribable mercy. Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, verse 94. In the same way, Radharani takes also shelter of the Kinkaris, who are non-different from her in heart, when she desires to meet Krishna. Within their minds, Sri Sri Radha Madhav praise the wonderful expertise of those Kinkaris in their service.
Underline. Miss Radha Rani take the center because she follows.
Radha Radha, which verse are you reading?
7,
Virat Kushmanjali 7.
33, 34, not 34.
On the bottom of page 34, yeah.
I was just thinking, Gurudev, you often mentioned the Karma Gayatri, this 24 and a half, so 12. If they go with Krishna, the half is making a difference. And even when they go with Radhika, the half is also making a difference, helping her to connect. So that was coming when I listened this.
This is the point. So this half is very important. When we call the Brahm Gayatri, they say Krishna. When we chant Kama Gayatri, it becomes 12 and 12 and a half. Brahm Gayatri is different meaning, Krishna only. But Kama Gayatri meaning is different.
Brother, can
Yeah.
I clarify something?
Yeah.
Because I would like to know much more clearly. It's about this when Krishna is taking shelter of Radharani to understand the feelings of Radharani, love for him, he is actually taking Kinkari position.
Right.
And when Radhika also takes the shelter of Kinkaris,
Right.
it's a shelter of Kinkaris. He is also depending on Kinkaris because she knows that she will arrange everything for both of them.
Yeah.
Because the Kinkaris are also reflection, they are Mahabhav, embodiment like Radharani.
Right. Mahabhav Dasi. Mahabhav Dasi.
Mahabhav does.
But she knows A to J, the heart of the Radhika.
Yes. So these three reasons of appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually all three fulfillments of these three reasons are lying in taking the shelter of Kinkari.
Yes.
So all three reasons actually, which Krishna appeared in the heart, does it mean actually that only through the position of Kinkari he could fulfill these three reasons?
Radha is there, Krishna is also there. And to fulfill the desire of him, he became Manjari.
Yes.
Why the Krishna? Lover and beloved is also there, and Krishna want to fulfill his desire in the form of Manjari. He took the center of the mood of Radhika. Center means Manjari.
So Does it mean that we then, because it's not always clear, does it mean actually, Gurudev, that he didn't become Radharani? Krishna didn't become Radharani. He took a shelter of Radharani by taking position of Kinkari. I just want to clarify this for my understanding. I don't know for others.
Yeah. But Radha is there, then Krishna want to, when Radha is there, Krishna is there.
Yes.
So Radha is also there, Krishna. And Kinkari is also there. Three is on one place in Mahaprabhu.
Yes. And
Not
this
Kinkari only. And Radha Krishna is up.
yes, three of them. Yes, you are right. Then we cannot forget this fact, actually, that three of them are present in Gauranga. And when Gauranga felt these symptoms in Gambhira, it means that it was the Kinkari, actually, through the Kinkari.
Yeah, fine. Gambhira Kinkari is the mood.
Gambhira, not Radha Bhav, it's Manjari Bhav. That's for my clarify, because it was not clear to me even.
No, right. I agree with you.
Yes.
In Gambhira is Kinkari.
Yes. And later on, in the ocean, also some lilas, like a turtle, or his joints just disheveled. This is all Kinkari mood, because this is Mahabhav mood, in Madanake Mahabhav mood.
Right.
It's completely...
Madanake.
Yeah.
All.
Yes. And because of this Madanakya, Krishna became Mohan. Isn't it or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Bas. I have to clarify it. Because it's not, Gurudev, honestly to say, in many places, wherever we are reading, it's not clear.
No. It's a goal of Manjari.
Yes.
Here you see is written. Read this line. But is underlined or not? Underline this one.
This one?
What you
Sorry
have?
that I'm interrupted you.
Australia. You see, listen. In Hindi.
श्री कृष्ण भी श्री राधा के हृदय का भाव नहीं समझ सके.
English. Everyone English.
Shri Krishna couldn't understand the mood of Sri Radhika's heart. Then he became Gaura. तीन वांछाएं अपूर्ण रही, तभी तो श्याम सुंदर गौर हुए. Three of his desires he couldn't fulfill. That's why he became Gaur. प्रेयसी की प्रणय महिमा न समझ पाने के कारण लोभ उत्पन्न हुआ.
Explain.
When Krishna couldn't understand
PSC family. Beloved.
the glory of the mood of his prayasi, then one greed arose in his heart. श्रीमती की भाव कांति का आश्रय लेकर आस्वादन किया.
Underline करो सब. English बोलो. No, English. Translate. श्री कृष्ण के भाव कांति का
आश्रय लेकर.
English बोलना है इसका.
Then Sri Krishna took the shelter of Srimati Radhika's mood
Shelter.
Gurudev, should we change that in the book?
Huh?
Should we change that in the book here?
Yeah.
Because it reads here, he relished it with the help of her mood and complexion. So we could have it say, he relished it through the shelter of her mood and complexion.
Very difficult to understand.
Yeah.
You know, read that. Read loudly.
A greed arose in him to understand the greatness of the love of his Priyasi. So he relished it with the help of her mood and complexion.
Her mood and complexion. It looks that he becomes Radhika. Not taking shelter. Samarpitam. He himself surrender. Krishna. To take that mood of Radhika, shelter. Shelter means Manjari. Here you cannot clear it. Right? अंग्रेजी में क्लियर हुआ नहीं हुआ ना
आश्रय शब्द का प्रयोग नहीं
आश्रय there is no explanation about the ashray.
The point. That's the point, Guru.
Mood.
And because of that, it's not clear.
Yes.
Because taking the mood, he's written here, it will help of her mood. What does it mean to take the mood? It means to take a shelter, to follow the feelings.
Yes.
It's not. It doesn't mean in personal way, I want to become you.
Yeah, that is not.
But take the mood means I want to be your maidservant. I want your shelter.
Take
So
the
it-
mood and shelter of that mood.
Yes, shelter of that mood. Ashray. Yes.
This is very clear in Hindi. Right? Shelter of that mood. Yeah.
Because Gurudev, it said he couldn't understand Radhika inner feelings. He couldn't. It doesn't mean that he has to become Radharani to understand. This is wrong conception.
Yeah. This I see many people think like that.
We all think like this because it's not clear. Without your explanation, how we will know? It's
Yeah. It was clear to me, Prabhupada, when I am reading, people not understand. They say, what?
no.
Krishna become Radha? No.
Yeah, that's the point. And this is wrong understanding.
Yeah.
He took the mood. This is Manjari Bhav.
Yeah. Mood and shelter of this mood. Shelter of that.
Yes. Okay, it's clear to me.
It says on the previous page, the mood of the maidservants is identical with Radharani's mood.
That is okay. But it's not clear that Krishna took the mood of Radhika shelter.
It's nowhere.
How you will understand? Shelter of the mood.
And this is very important because for our practicing,
Yeah.
this is the reason why many of us, we have a problem with following anugatya and taking ashray, shelter.
Yeah.
We are coming in the position of Mayavada or impersonal. We want directly Radharani without taking shelter of Radharani. And we don't know what does it mean to take shelter of Radharani. It means to take the mood.
Shelter.
shelter, and mood of Kinkari, because they bring devotees to Radharani.
Yeah.
But it's not clear. I'm sorry, Gurudev, it's not clear written. We
But
don't have such kind of capacity.
This is clear or not now?
With your explanations, without your explanation, isn't it, Sudhanidhi? Without your explanation, honestly to say, I will be very convinced that he became Radharani.
No. Here is very clearly written that he took the mood, shelter of the mood. Read again this line. Okay?
श्रीमती की
हमने
भाव
catch किया ना? I catch the right point or not?
2
श्रीमती
months
की
ago, you catch the same point. When I have been there, you catch the same. We were talking, and now I can follow. Otherwise, I will not be able to follow.
Yeah.
taking the shelter of Srimati Radhika's mood.
Hindi what?
श्रीमती की भाव कांति का आश्रय लेकर आस्वादन किया.
Take the picture and send to them. It's very important. It's very not clearly written, translated.
Good.
Bhav Kanti ka. Bhav Kanti means the mood of Sadhu. He took the shelter of this Bhav Kanti. Then he tasted.
Like a Gora.
To Prabhupada, Bhagavad Gita is also not clear like this. We expect. No.
It's
Here,
not clear, Gurudev. It's too complicated.
Yeah. Vilakusumanjali is also not clear.
Yes, nowhere. It's too complicated because they don't want to write exactly. This is the only reason as I understand. They don't write exactly. He took nowhere is written Krishna and Kinkari. Krishna and Kinkari, no. It requires explanation of Rasic devotee. Otherwise, it's a hidden.
About the weight. Read this.
You cannot know how heavy a weight is just by looking at it. You have to take it on your shoulders.
Radhe.
Kinkari Bab.
Kinkaris.
Kinkari Bab is to take on your shoulders the feelings of Radharani. This is Kinkari Bab.
I underline it. It's very important.
Yes.
You have to take that weight only by reading and looking, not you will understand it.
This is, yes, otherwise it's lagu. It's very cheap and easy. Weight, it means burden. I will take this burden of her feelings on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Then tears will come. Otherwise not.
Yeah, but I have to take it,
I have.
right? Only
It's not easy.
Is it not heavy weight? I will take it. Okay? Yes, take how much weight you can take it. Wow. Wow.
And next sentence, Mahatmaji, next sentence, when?
When Krishna understood the weight,
Yeah, you see, understood the weight. Yeah.
Now he understood the weight of Priyaji, like a Kinkari. But it's not written, Gurudev. It's not written. How we will understand that? No way, simply no way to understand properly. So many misconceptions are there because of that. And Manjari Bhav cannot flow spontaneously and normally, naturally, because this misunderstanding. I'm sorry, I take a time. But...
No, beautiful. This is beautiful. Very deep subject.
Very.
This is the foundation. This is the foundation what Mahaprabhu brings to us.
Yes. We are talking something and we don't know what about we are talking. That's the point. We don't have realizations, that's all right. But if we don't know what we are talking, then it's a bad thing. But again, it's not our guiltiness, sorry to say, Gurudev, because it's not clearly written. No one was clearly written.
Maybe from Anandal Babaji clearly written in Hindi. Hindi translator understand Bangla. Maybe the English translator not understand this.
That's the problem. Yes, maybe it's much easier for those who understand Hindi. Really, maybe. Because on English translation, it's not possible. It's confusion.
You understand why I underline the whole Chinchar? This is very important. It's not clear here. Many would think that Krishna becomes Radha.
Yeah.
No, Radha Krishna is there. Manjari is third. Who is Krishna become Manjari? We test this.
And this is Gora. Gora is 3 of them, not 2 of them. 3 of them. And this is also not clear.
You see, when he is talking Krishna, Krishna, teaching Krishna, Krishna means Radha Bhav.
That's the point.
When he comes from Gaya, he said to Krishna is on the everything. This is Radha Bhav. When he travels and preaching, he starts discussing and arguing and this and then say Krishna Tattva. Like Krishna Bhav. Preaching time. And every time he's changing the bhav. But Gambira is one bhav.
This is the glory of Jagannath Puri. Only Gambira.
Gambira. This is the reason Jagannath Puri is important. Only Gambira.
Yes. In one verse, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he is changing 2-3 moods.
3 moods.
In one verse, he is speaking from Radha's angle, from Krishna's angle, and from Manjari angle, or Vishnu angle even. And for that, we need living guidance of Rasic devotees, no other chance.
But it deep. Chaitanya Charitamrita is most deepest. Condense everything. Wow. Without understanding three modes, nothing will be clear. Go on. Clear here? We go on.
Yes, Gurudev, it's clear. Because by understanding these points, we will receive also Gora Kripa.
Yes.
And without this Nitai Gora Kripa, we cannot continue in Manjari Bhav.
Yeah.
We think that we are practicing, but it's not. Gora Kripa is the sign of Gora Kripa is that we understand this point.
And this is Manovistham of Mahaprabhu.
That's the point. And we need this Manobishtam. Then we receive Gora Kripa. We also need the same Manobishtam.
All the slokas, what is there is Amrita.
Yes. Pure.
One day I explained Rupa Manjari Pada. Say more Sampada. Pada means the way of walking. His path, moving up the path way. Say more bhajan and puja. That is my bhajan. That chanting is only for that. And pujan will also only for that. If this is not a goal, useless. Say more brata tapa. What is brata and tapa? Fasting is no meaningful. Tapa is no meaningful. If I am not way path, moving in that path. Manjari Bhava. Rupa Manjari. Manjari Bhava. Sadhana is the Prathan. Right, Sachin? Read more.
In the same way, Radharani also takes shelter of the Kinkaris,
Wow.
who are non-different from her in heart when she desires to meet Krishna. Within their minds, Sri Sri Radha Madhav praise the wonderful expertise of those Kinkaris in their service. One day, during the Rasa dance, Krishna plays his flute and Swaminiji dances when one of her ankle bells falls off. The jingling of those ankle bells enhances the beauty of Krishna's flute song. But now, Krishna misses their support. Shyam exposes the sweetness of his own dancing while he places the ankle bells back on Radha's ankles, unseen by others. He thinks to himself, I have not been able to serve Radhika as deeply, affectionately as her Kinkaris do.
Wow.
Therefore, after relishing the sweetness of Radha's love, Sriman Mahaprabhu the all emotional avatar of God, who is filled with all the different devotional moods, also developed the desire to taste the sweetness of the Manjari's service after relishing the sweetness of Radha's Ras.
You see, Mahaprabhu, Krishna become Mahaprabhu. We forget this. Right? Read again.
Desire to taste the sweetness of the Manjari's service after relishing the sweetness of Radha's Ras.
Again come to this Manjari.
And in this lila, I'm wondering why Baba is putting this lila after these explanations. It must be some meaning. And he's explaining here, when Radhika's ankle bells fell down, Krishna left his flute and put the back ankle bell. So in that moment, he became Kinkari. Otherwise, he could stay and wait. But in that moment, he relished this. Baba is explaining very nicely. I have not been able to serve Radhika as deeply, affectionately as her Kinkaris. This is his realization when he put ankle bell on Radharani feet back. And then Gora is relishing this moment like a Kinkari. Now I see why he put, because I always wonder why he is putting this lila. It must be some reason.
And you see, one place of Krishna become Mahaprabhu.
Yeah.
When outside Kinkari Bhav is mentioned. And Krishna is putting the ankle bell. And then he feel, wow, how much relish into Manjari. With follow him.
Then he's taking Bhav and Kant.
Huh?
Then he's taking Bhav and Kant.
Wow. Wow.
When he's putting Bhav and Kanta, when he's putting the ankle bells on the feet.
Wow.
Otherwise not.
Hindi reading.
एक बार रास नृत्य में श्री कृष्ण बंशी बजा रहे हैं, स्वामिनी जी नृत्य कर रही, श्रीमती के एक चरण का नुपुर निकल, ज्ञान के बंशी नाद को समृद्ध बना रही थी। अब उसका अभाव हो, श्याम ने अपना नृत्य माधुर्य प्रकट करते हुए सभी की दृष्टि से बचकर श्रीमती के चरण में वह नुपुर पहना दिया और सोचने लगे, किंकरी की सेवा की तरह मेरी यह सेवा प्रगाढ़ प्रेममय तो नहीं हुई। श्रीमती की सेवा के विषय में दासी के भाव का ही संपूर्ण गौरव है। यही कारण है कि अखिल भक्ति भाव में अवतार श्रीमन महाप्रभु में राधा रस माधुरी आस्वादन के पश्चात भी मंजरी स्वादन की The more time you read.
One day, during the Rasa dance, Krishna plays his flute and Swaminiji dances. When one of her ankle bells falls off, the jingling of those ankle bells enhances the beauty of Krishna's flute song. But now, Krishna misses their support. Shyam exposes the sweetness of his own dancing while he places the ankle bells back on Radha's ankles, unseen by others. He thinks to himself, I have not been able to serve Radhika as deeply affectionately as her Kinkaris do. Therefore, after relishing the sweetness of Radha's love, Sriman Mahaprabhu, the all-emotional avatar of God, who is filled with all the different devotional moods, also developed the desire to taste the sweetness of the Manjari service after relishing the sweetness of Radha's Ras.
Wow. Understand? Get here? So this desire was of Krishna. He fulfilled in Chaitanya. Read more.
How wonderful is Sri Raghunath Das's pure absorption in Radha's service. He says, Vilapami Kapi Dasi, I am known as your maidservant, your real maidservant, and my life burns in the fire of separation from you.
Not with Krishna, from you. Yeah.
We also do bhajan in allegiance to the acharyas. Therefore, we must also somehow attain this condition. I may be unqualified, but he who has offered me to your lotus feet for your maidservice is your qualified maidservant. Why will you not accept someone who is given to him? When merciful Sri Gurudev offers me to your lotus feet, You have to accept me.
Wow. I will not take your shelter. You have to accept me. Or you will throw me out. You cannot. Because Gurudev do this. I know I've heard for that. I don't know that time why he is doing it. You have to accept. Yeah.
The scriptures prove that the Guru is a form of Krishna. Krishna bestows his grace on the devotees in the form of the Guru. This is, in another way, a gift of your lover. Can you refuse that? Srimad Das Goswami Pad's example of Radha Nista is to be followed by the surrendered Rasic Bhagavatas.
Indeed.
श्रीपाद के विशुद्ध राधा दासी की अपूर्व निबिड़ता है। कह रहे हैं विलपामी कापी दासी, मैं तुम्हारी प्रसिद्ध दासी हूं, सत्य दासी हूं। तुम्हारे विरह संताप से मेरा जीवन दग्ध ज्वालामय हो गया। हम लोगों का भजन भी आचार्य पादों के अनुगत्य से युक्त है, अतएव यह दशा यत्किंचित हमें भी प्राप्त करनी हो। मुझ में अयोग्यता हो सकती है, किंतु जिन्होंने मुझे किंकरी रूप में तुम्हारे चरणों में समर्पित किया है, वे तो तुम्हारी योग्य दासी हैं। उनके समर्पित जन को तुम अंगीकार क्यों नहीं करो? करुणा में गुरुदेव ने जब मुझे तुम्हारे चरणों में समर्पित किया है, तो तुम्हें ग्रहण करना ही होगा। गुरु कृष्ण रूप नन शास्त्रीय प्रमाणे गुरु रूपे कृष्ण कृपा करें भक्तगण। एक प्रकार से यह तुम्हारे कांत का ही दान। तुम क्या इसकी उपेक्षा कर सकती हो? देहावेश मुझ जैसे जीव के सर्वनाश का कारण। देहे ना कर आस्था मरिले जे यम शास्ता दुखेर समुद्र कर्म होते। राधा दासी ही जिनका प्राण है, वे श्रीपाद प्रगाढ़ स्वरूपावेश में कह रहे हैं, तुम्हारे दर्शन से उत्पन्न हुआ उत्कट विरहानल मेरे हृदय को अत्यंत दग्ध कर रहा है और उच्च क्रंदन के फलस्वरूप मैं बड़ी व्याकुल हो उठी। श्रीपाद के हृदय में मुझीभूत विरहानल का दाव दहन जलन है और उनका यह क्रंदन उनके भीतर बाहर की तीव्र वेदना का व्यंजक है। वे विलाप कर रहे हैं, हाँ स्वामिनी, इस कुंड अरण्य में ही तो तुम विहार कर रही हो। ब्रज में यह श्रीकुंड तुम्हारा सर्वाधिक प्रिय स्थान है। प्रियतम के साथ सुख विलास के लिए ऐसा सुंदर स्थान और कहीं नहीं है। पर मेरा दुर्भाग्य उसी कुंड अरण्य का आश्रय लेने पर भी मैं तुम्हें देख नहीं पा रही। अभिष्ट के रूप गुण की माधुरी और श्रीकुंड की नैसर्गिक शोभा ने श्रीपाद के चित्त में विपुल आंदोलन की सृष्टि की। वे साक्षात दर्शन किए बिना और प्राण धारण नहीं कर सकेंगे। विरह में उनके प्राण कंठ में आ गए। वे कुंड तीर पर पड़े विलाप कर रहे।
Bodily consciousness destroys the life of a person like me. Don't place your faith in the material body, for when it dies, it is punishable by Yamaraj. The course of karma is an ocean of misery. In deep Shwarupavesh, Shripad, whose only life is Radha Dasya, says, the fire of separation caused by not seeing you is greatly scorching my heart. I have become very upset from loudly crying. In this way, he reveals that he is burning of anguish inside out. Sri Raghunath pitifully prays, Ha Swamini, you are playing in the forest around Radhakund. This kunda is your favorite place in Vraj. There's no more beautiful place for you and your Priyatama to play than this one. But I am so unfortunate that I cannot see you, although I'm living in this forest around your kunda.
Again, this word is used, living. Here the word came, उसी कुंड अरण्य का आश्रय लेने पर भी. Again, the word ashray came here. Their word come living. The shelter.
In the shelter.
Yes. Jai Radhe.
Jai Radhe.
Wow.
We always think that good karma is good luck.
Yeah.
And if we create good karma, then we are happy. But this is not true. And even in good karma, we are living in the material world. We think we are happy, but that's not true. So all kind of karma is a, was heißt Falle?
A trap.
Trap. It's a trap. And to live in Vrindavan means to enter the spiritual body, to live there as a spiritual being, and to be identified with that. And this is different to good karma. This means living in Vrindavan. Even if we are happy with good karma in the material Vrindavan, this is not the meaning. Right?
Right.
Yep.
Sachi, you read Ashraya.
Ashraya.
Ashraya. It's not the same word like a living. So English and Hindi. Ashraya it means taking the shelter of Radha Kund. So it means wherever we are.
Yeah.
In the heart, taking the shelter of Rajavasis and taking the shelter of Radha Kund. It's a big difference actually. Not only living.
Yeah.
And also, where the Radharani is there, and you are living is Radha Kund. Yeah. Shelter of Radhika is Radha Kund. Raghunath Das Goswami is living in Radha Kund. We are living in Vrindavan, but we took the shelter of Radhika and we only think for her by the mercy of Gurudev. That is also Radha. No need to go Radha Kund for that. It's a deep shelter of that.
आश्रय लेने का अर्थ ही शायद यही हो गया।
Yeah.
राधा कुंड का आश्रय लेने का अर्थ ही ये हो गया
कि राधा रानी के आश्रय
कि जहाँ स्मरण में आया वही कुंड प्रकट हो गया।
नहीं, और राधा रानी का आश्रय हो गया तो कुंड प्रकट हो गया। राधा रानी प्रकट हो गया।
उनके ध्यान में गए, उनकी छवि का मानस पटल पे अंकन हुआ।
English.
So as soon the picture of Srimati Radhika, when we go in meditation, and as soon as the picture of Srimati Radhika, beautiful, decorated, our Swamini is there, automatically the kunda is also appear over there. So this is, as per my thinking, that the kunda appear at the same time over there. Just after looking the beauty of Srimati Radhika, Radharani, nicely decorated, in our meditation, she appeared. And then when she appeared, then at the same time the Radha Kund also there. And she is standing nearby Radha Kund. Yes. Did you know?
Yeah.
How much?
Several more pages, Gurudev.
but you have to keep for tomorrow.
Yeah, two
Maybe
lines
I'll
are
just
there.
finish it. Yeah.
Two lines.
Yeah. Sri Raghunath's mind is startled by seeing the natural beauty and sweetness of Priyaji's form and qualities, and by seeing the natural beauty of Radhakund. And he cannot live anymore without directly seeing her. His life airs reach his throat because of this separation. So he falls on the bank of Radhakund and laments.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Long.
My God, amazing.
Jai. 7 is very important for our sadhana. Jai Jai Shri
Shri
Radha.
Radhe.
Tomorrow, if Sachi is free,
Jai.
we wait for Sachi, it's okay.
Jai.
Because we want to read Hindi and English together.
Radhe Radhe, it was so beautiful. Thank you that we could share with you, and good night to you. And yeah, thank you so much.
For us, 11 now.
Yes, Gurudev, I have to continue now with South Tyrol devotees.
Oh my God.
Now you're supercharged.
Yeah, we have 7:30 European time. We just continue now because these two zones are in the flow.
Italian.
Yeah, Italian, South Tyrol. I don't know what's going on.
Jai Jai Shri Radha.
Radhe.